All right, beautiful. Thank you for joining me for a restorative yoga class. My name is Holly. My pronouns are she, her. This is a beginner-friendly floor-based class. While we will use gentle versions of yoga asanas, postures, and pranayama breathing exercises to relax and feel restored. You don't need any prior yoga experience or fancy yoga props, but you will want a carpeted area, a towel, or a yoga mat to practice on. And then some different size pillows from around your home. You don't need like a yoga bolster or anything, but some different size pillows and maybe a blanket if you want to get cozy at some point. Okay. So make your way into a comfortable seated position. You can sit crisscross applesauce. You can sit in Sukhasana, easy pose with one foot in front of the other, or your feet extended in front of you if that feels more comfortable. You can take a moment to rock back and forth, side to side. Feel your sitting bones on the floor. Sit up nice and tall. You can roll your shoulders forward a few times, backward a few times. This is a moment maybe at the beginning of your practice. Any other kind of motions that you want to make with your body that just feel good right now, feel free to do them. And as a reminder throughout class, you are your greatest teacher. And if at any point I'm suggesting something that doesn't feel right for you, you're welcome to take a different variation of a posture, can do something else entirely, or you can just sit or lie down, focus on your breath. You can even take a nap if you want. Again, especially restorative yoga, the whole point is just kind of to relax. And if you fall asleep at one point, that's great. All right, we're going to start with a very simple breathing exercise called even breathing. And the idea is you will inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose for even or equal amounts of time. This has been shown in studies to lower blood pressure, to help calm and soothe the central nervous system. So we'll start by inhaling for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 4. And every once in a while, I'll encourage you to go up to inhale to 5, exhale for 5, inhale to 6, exhale for 6. But at any point, if it feels like that's too deep of a breath or it just doesn't feel good, you can pick whatever number you want to count to. And then again, the idea is you just match the exhale to the inhale. You are welcome to close your eyes. You can also do a soft fuzzy gaze just beyond the tip of your nose, or pick a spot on the floor or wall in front of you that helps you anchor in your body. You're going to sit up nice and tall. You can place your hands on your knees, palms facing down, as a symbolic gesture that you're really starting to arrive in your body, arrive in your yoga practice, you're rooted. Or you can have your hands on your knees, palms facing up, as a symbolic gesture that you're open to whatever the rest of class brings your way. Sitting up tall, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, seal your lips, and begin even breathing. Inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale through nose, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through nose, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Inhale 5. You can count in your own mind if that helps you center your mind. When you're ready, exhale for 5, matching the exhale to the inhale. Breathe in 5. Breathe out 5. Inhale 5. So again, if mind is wandering, you can count. Exhale 5. This time, inhale 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 6. You can also feel the sensations in your body as your body rises with the breath in. Exhale 6. Observe the shoulders and chest fall with the breath out. Inhale 6. Exhale 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 6. You can stay at 6, or this time inhale for 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 7. Exhale 7. Inhale 7. So you're learning to breathe a little slower, a little longer, a little deeper. When you're ready, exhale 7, matching the exhale to the inhale. You can stay at 7, or this time inhale for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 8. Exhale 8. Breathe in 8. Breathe out 8. You can stay at 8, or this time inhale 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 9. Exhale 9. Breathe in slowly for 9. Breathe out slowly for 9. You can stay at 9, or this time inhale for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow inhale 10. Slow exhale 10. Breathe in 10. Breathe out 10. Last one, pick whatever number you'd like to inhale to, and whenever you're ready, you'll match that exhale breath. As you're ready, return your breath to normal, in and out through your nose. So that is even breathing. It's very simple, but again, they've actually done studies on it that show that it lowers blood pressure and helps to soothe the central nervous system. It's a simple breathing exercise, and this class is all about simplicity. Restorative yoga is not necessarily about getting the deepest stretch or working on balance or strength. It's really about using, again, gentle breath work, subtle postures to go inward, to relax, and to feel a little bit restored. And similar, to that even breathing where we started at 4 and worked our way up to a higher count. Same thing with yoga. Small changes over time add up. So again, if at any point something just doesn't feel accessible or doesn't feel right for you, that's okay, right? You can do a different variation of a posture, do something else, or take a break, and just know that slowly over time, the body becomes maybe a little bit more mobile, a little bit stronger, a little bit more easy to balance, but it doesn't all need to happen at once. And in fact, that would be kind of boring, right? I think one of the treasures of a long-term embodied practice is that you see small changes over time, and you know that you're responsible for those. If your eyes are closed, you're going to open your eyes, looking straight ahead. One more time, you can roll your shoulders forward a few times, backward a few times. And we're just going to do a couple of motions here to get some gentle motion in the body. Place your hands on your knees, palms face down if they're not already. And you're just going to circle your body clockwise a few times. Keep your hips on the floor. Lovely. You can go the other way, counterclockwise. Great. Once you're even, come to stop in the middle. We're going to do a seated cat-cow. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull your abdomen in, round your spine like a cat meow. Relax your head down. As you're ready, inhale, cow pose. Press your abdomen and chest forward, stick your butt out, roll your shoulders back and down, look up. Next, exhale, pull your abdomen in, round your spine back into your cat pose. Inhale, bend your spine, open your chest into your cow pose, look up. Last one, exhale, cat, round the spine, compress the abdominal wall, keep your shoulders out of your ears. And as you're ready, inhale, cow, arch your spine, stretch the chest, keep your shoulders out of your ears. Good. Exhale into neutral spine position, look forward, lovely. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up, big expansive gesture, stretch up. And then exhale, float your arms down by your side. Good. Inhale, arms up, palms in prayer this time. Exhale, pull your hands through heart center. Arms down by your side. Good. Inhale, arms up, palms in prayer, big stretch up. This time, exhale, place left hand on right knee, right hand close behind you. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull abdomen in, look over right shoulder, twist. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sitting bones, look back, twist. Good, and slowly, carefully unwind, coming back to center. Beautiful. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up. Good. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Palms in prayer. Exhale, pull hands through heart center. I know we're doing it a little different today. Arms down. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand close behind you. Good. On the breath in, stretch up. And on the breath out, look back. Notice if you're leaning to the left, lean a little to the right. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sitting bones as you look back. Good. And then slowly, carefully come back to center. Very nice. Let's try that again. Inhale, arms up, big stretch up. Exhale, arms down by your side, shoulders down. Good. Inhale, arms up. Palms in prayer. Exhale, pull hands through heart center. This time, rest your thumbs at your sternum. Good. You're going to interlace your fingers and push your palms out for a nice knuckle stretch. We have 28 knuckles. We want to stretch all of them. Press your palms away from you. Drop your shoulders. Lift your chest. Good. And then release your arms down by your side. Keep your right hand outside of right hip and reach your left arm long overhead, stretching the left side body. Ooh, my left lats are tight today. Good. Come back to center. Left arm down. Other side. Right arm up. Good. Come back to center, right arm down. Let's connect that to the breath. Inhale, sweep your left arm up. Good. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Good. Keep your left knee bent. You're going to kick your right leg out for an inner thigh stretch. Keep your right hand outside of your right thigh, reach your left arm long overhead. And if you'd like, you can flex your right toes back gently towards your face. So you're stretching the fascia on your foot as well as your Achilles and calf. Good. Come back to center, left arm down, kick your left leg out, right leg in. Keep left hand outside of left thigh, flex your left toes back and reach your right arm long overhead. Extend your arm and the crown of your head to where the ceiling and left wall meet. Good. Come back to center. Keep your left leg kicked out, right leg out. Can point your toes, flex your toes, can wiggle your toes or make your ankles move clockwise, counterclockwise, working out the ankle joints. Stick your butt out a little bit, flex your toes back, take an inhale, arms up, big stretch up. And then exhale, fold hands to the floor in front of you, roll your shoulders back and down. Now, depending on your mobility, you can fold forward a little bit more if that feels good. Just remember that the goal of restorative yoga is to feel relaxed after class. You don't necessarily need to get the deepest stretch of all time, even if that's within your mobility. As you're ready, walk your hands back in. You're going to place your hands outside of your legs and bring your feet together. And I'm going to show you from the side. That was our warm up. We're now going to hop into our first long held posture, which is a very simple supported forward fold. So for this posture, if you don't have props, you can simply fold forward. But for the sake of feeling extra supported, you can place as many pillows or blankets or towels, right? Whatever you have at home in between your thighs and your chest. And then you can simply fold forward. And there's lots of options. You want your feet about hip width distance. They don't need to be super far apart, but they also don't need to be touching. You can simply let your head drop. So your spine is sort of rounded like a cashew. For some people, this feels good and relaxing. For other folks, it feels like way too much pressure on the lower back. So if that's you, can wedge those pillows in a little bit more and fold forward with a flat spine, which is a little bit safer for people who have a history of slip discs or any lower lumbar pain. Again, the idea here is we're getting a gentle stretch through our hamstrings and calves, the backs of the legs, a gentle stretch through the lower spine, middle spine, upper spine, through the neck and shoulders. Not a point of pain, doesn't have to be the deepest stretch of all time, just a place that you feel a gentle stretch and where you can really use the props that you have to relax. And we're going to stay here for a full 5 minutes. If at any point you're feeling too much of a stretch, you're welcome to add or remove props. I know we also practice yin yoga, and yin yoga and restorative are similar in that you're holding postures for long periods of time, but in yin, the goal, first of all, is to confront a little bit of discomfort and breathe through that. And physically, the goal of yin yoga is to really work into fascia, tendons, ligaments, connective tissue. So you're, sometimes intentionally going beyond your comfort zone, versus in restorative yoga, if something feels a little uncomfortable, grab another prop so you can relax a little bit deeper and just think about the restful component of your yoga practice today. As you inhale, feel your ribs gently expand. And as you exhale, let your ribs gently contract. And if you ever find in stillness that your mind starts to go a little haywire, I'm right there with you. It's our brain's job to protect us. So especially if we run around all day, it can be kind of alarming to all of a sudden be still. Sometimes I like to literally say, thank you, brain. Thank you for protecting me, but I know that I'm safe here. And then you can just return your thoughts to your breath. You can also focus on a certain sensation, like a sound, a calming sound you hear, or a sight in the room. Maybe focusing on a spot on the floor or wall in front of you, or you can close your eyes and really go inward. I'll give us 3 minutes just to practice that stillness, that intentional rest. We'll take one more minute just to slow down and breathe. This is such a gift that you're giving yourself, the gift of presence, of stillness, just the opportunity to go inward. Take an inhale, feel your body rise. Exhale, body fall. Breathe in. Anything you'd like to let go of. Sigh it out. If your head is relaxed down, lift your chin and chest, scoop your chest forward, and slowly press yourself up into a seated position. There's no rush. And take a moment sitting up so your body is like an L or a 90-degree angle. You're gonna keep these pillows close by, remove them for a moment, and then you're gonna sit facing towards me. Keep in mind that I'm not nearing you, so just pick whichever side you'd like for a side body stretch, and you're gonna place one pillow next to your hip. So I'm placing a pillow next to my right hip, and then another pillow a little bit further away. And if you'd like, you can have another pillow for in between your legs. You're gonna bend your knees and come onto your side so that left hip stacks on top of right hip. Again, if you'd like to place a pillow in between your knees, you're welcome to do so. And then from here, you can come down. I like to have my right arm underneath me. So right arm facing forward. You have an option to have your left hand on the pillow or floor beside you. Or if you'd like a shoulder opener, you can take your left arm long overhead. And the idea here is we're gently extending through the left side spine and gently compressing the right side spine with our hips nice and lined up. And if you're a side sleeper, this probably feels familiar. We're going to stay here for 3 minutes, and at the 3-minute mark, you can continue to stay here, or we'll take it into an optional spine twist. You're again welcome to close your eyes, do a soft fuzzy gaze beyond the tip of your nose, or if it helps you to stay present in your body and in your yoga practice. Some folks really like picking a spot on the, the floor or the wall or the ceiling to kind of look at. What we're really trying to avoid is moving the eyes around too much. You're going to give your eyes a little bit of a break so that your mind gets a little bit of a break. There's less to process in the room. So much of yoga these days is about pushing ourselves to our limits. And I do think there's value in that, right? You learn a lot along the way to like balancing on one leg or balancing on your arms. But at the same time, if we only value pushing ourselves, we lose some subtlety. And this is a subtle yoga practice, right? It's not the deepest stretch of all time. It's simply an invitation to slow down and breathe. So give yourself permission today to work at your own pace. Again, if you ever need to take a break or switch up what you're doing, you're welcome to do so. And then practice stillness, right? Make your way back into that stillness, back into your breath. We'll give us 2 more minutes just to breathe and be still.
An option to stay here in your side body stretch. You can also take this into a gentle spine twist. If you'd like to try the twist, if your left arm is overhead, you can slowly take that left hand outside of left shoulder. You're going to lift your head off of your pillow, slide your right arm out from underneath you, take your right hand to the right of your pillows, keeping your hips stacked. Start to turn your abdomen down towards the pillows, down towards the floor. Depending on your mobility and body proportions, you can have your forehead on your pillow. You can look to the left in the same direction as your knees, or some folks like to take a full spine twist and look to the right, away from the knees, which for me is a little intense, but for some people feels good. You can have your elbows bent, cactus-like goalposts down by your side, right out to the side. Make a shape that feels good with your body. And then we'll hold here for 3 minutes. It's a gentle spine twist and abdominal wall twist, good for back mobility, good for digestion. Talk a lot about how back bends are really good for back health. And I believe that one of my favorite yoga teachers says all back bending heals the spine. But sometimes I think spine twists are like the unsung hero of spinal vitality, right? Spine moves in 6 different directions, right, left, backward, forward, twisting to each side. And even in a very gentle class like this, we'll get all of those different motions to the body. And we'll give us 2 more minutes just to be still and breathe. Notice where you might be holding on to tension in your body. And just invite your body into a little bit more relaxation. Softening onto the floor. Allow yourself to feel supported and held. Let the floor hold you up. You can inhale, feel your body rise. Exhale, body fall. Breathe in. Anything you'd like to let go of, let it go through the exhale breath. Walk your hands in underneath your shoulders. Press your knuckles and palms into the floor. And slowly press yourself up into a seated position, no rush. You can take a moment sitting up to make any motions with your body that feel good.
We're gonna do the other side of the posture. You're welcome to simply turn around. I'm going to stay facing you so that I'm not facing away from you. So I'm gonna move where my pillows are, but you can simply turn the other way. And once again, you're gonna sit with your pillows to the side of your hip that you have not sat next to. You can place a pillow in between your knees and you're gonna make your way onto your side with your hips and knees stacked. You can take your left arm underneath you, left ear to pillow. You can have your right hand on the pillow on the floor, or if you'd like that shoulder stretch, you can bring your right arm overhead. And this side might feel really different from the other side. It does for me. So also keep in mind that, maybe on one side, having your arm overhead feels good to the shoulder. And on the other hand, it's not sustainable, right? And that's okay too. You can always take a different shape on this side. You're not symmetrical, so your postures don't need to be symmetrical. We're going to hold here for 3 minutes. One of the joys of this practice for me is just the ability to really give into the pillows, give into the floor. I work a lot on like asking for help, and sometimes it's just a simple practice of like asking the pillows to hold me up or the blanket to hold me down, right? Even asking an inanimate object for help can be a good place to start. So allow yourself to feel supported and know that, beyond pillows and blankets and floors, you are supported. There are people in your life that love you, that care about you. Maybe just starting this practice of not just giving help to others, but receiving help as well. That might simply start letting your head relax a little bit deeper into the pillow. Soften through your abdomen. Relax through your hands and feet. That's another about 1.5 minutes just to breathe and be still. An option to stay here in your side body stretch, or if you'd like to take this into a spine and abdominal wall twist, and follow my lead. If your right arm is overhead, you're going to slowly walk your right hand outside of right shoulder, press knuckles down, lift your head off your pillow, slide left arm from underneath you, keeping your hips and knees stacked. Start to tilt your abdomen down towards the floor. Again, you can have your forehead on your pillow. You can look in the same direction as your knees, or for a full spine twist, you can look in the other direction of your knees. And then you can have your elbows cactus like goalposts. If one or both elbows needs to be a little bit more under the shoulder, down by your side, out to the side, you're welcome to do so. Finding your way into a comfortable position, and we'll be here for 3 minutes. And again, this side's a little different for me, so I'm making a little bit of a different shape with my body, and you are welcome to as well. It's funny, sometimes I notice that my shoulder is tense, so I relax my shoulder and I'm like, okay, good, my body's relaxed. And then 10 seconds later, I'm like, oh, my abdomen is tight. So then I relax my stomach and I'm like, okay, my body is relaxed. And then 10 seconds later, I realize that I'm tensing my glutes or curling my toes, right? The tension kind of goes around the body rather than completely leaving.
And if you experience that too, it might just be a neat opportunity to observe tension, whatever that means to you, moving through your body. The same way that our feelings might move through our body, sensations change. It's kind of cool to get to know yourself a little bit better that way. And if you ever find that there's, part of your body that simply won't relax, right? Like a tight shoulder or a tense jaw. Or if you find that your thoughts keep looping back to, that one thing at work or that one argument you had with a friend earlier. If you notice there's a thought in your mind or a care on your heart that you can't quite let go of, or an area of tension in your body that won't quite release, it can be helpful just to imagine what it would feel like or what it will feel like when your chest relaxes, right? Or when that thought finally leaves. So you can practice a little bit of visualization, creativity, imagination, curiosity, and even hope for what's to come. We'll hold here for another minute, breathing and relaxing, relaxing and breathing. Breathe in through your nose, feel your ribs expand. Breathe out through your nose, feel your ribs slowly contract. Inhale, fill up your lungs. Anything you want to let go of. Exhale, breathe it out. Slowly walk your hands in underneath your shoulders. There's no rush. Work at your own pace. Press your knuckles down and gently lift yourself up, coming into a seated position. Great. You can roll your shoulders forward a few times, backward a few times, making any motions that you'd like with your body. Keep these pillows in front of you. We're going to do a child's pose. So you're going to come onto your knees and feet. And if you have tight toes, knees, or ankles, you can roll up your mat or place a small pillow or blanket under any delicate joints. You can start to open your knees, bringing your feet close together. And if you'd like, you can put pillows in between your calves and your hamstrings. There's extra support there. And then you can simply start to walk your hands forward, and you're welcome to place pillows underneath your chest or your head. Again, this is intentionally a very supported forward fold, as well as a hip and inner thigh stretch. You can have your forehead on the floor. You can look to one side, you can have your arms forward or down by your side. We're going to stay here for 3 minutes, stretching out through the toes, the ankles, the knees, the thighs, the hips, lengthening through the lower back, middle back, upper back, all the way through the neck and shoulders. And with the knees apart and the feet together, right, we're starting to open the hips a little bit more, which might create some sort of emotional release for some people, not for everyone, or not for everyone every day, right? But as we start to work into hip tightness, you might feel either muscles or joints, right, or connective tissue release, but you might also feel like maybe a psychological or emotional or even spiritual release as well. Not always, not for everyone, but an invitation in this practice, again, just to let go of what's no longer serving you, thanking it for its place in your life. Even habits that we deem or judge as bad, right? They were survival mechanisms. They got us to this point where, like, we're practicing yoga and breathing, right? Can't be that bad. But maybe this is the time just to let go of something, whether it's a limiting belief that you hold about yourself, or a fear or a worry. And if you're not quite ready to let something go, that's okay too. And you can maybe just envision what it would feel like, or what it will feel like when it's time to say goodbye to that belief or that worry or that fear. And nothing has to happen at once, but sometimes just having curiosity or hope or imagination for the future can be, I think, useful. We'll be here for another minute, breathing and releasing, releasing and relaxing. Take a slow inhale. Feel the back of your body stretch out. And a slow exhale, sinking your hips down a little further. Breathe in. And empty out. At your own pace, lift your head, look forward. Walk your hands in under your shoulders. There's no rush. Press yourself up into a seated position. If you'd like, again, you can roll your shoulders forward and backward a few times, or make any other motions with your body that feel good. If you have a pillow in between your legs, you're going to remove that one. If your mat is rolled up, you can unroll your mat. And then from here, we're going to make our way into a supported back bend using pillows as props. So you're going to sit, I like to have 1 to 2 pillows for my middle back, and then 1 or 2 slightly smaller pillows for under my head. And the idea here is that you're going to sit facing away from your pillows. And at your own pace, you're going to walk yourself back. Make sure that your head is supported. So you're compressing through the middle back, the chest and heart space are open, but your head isn't hanging all the way off, right? You want some support for your head and neck spine. You are welcome to place a blanket over your body at any point if that helps you feel supported. And then we have a couple options for what to do with the lower body. You can keep your knees bent with your feet on the floor, knees resting together. You can have your legs straight, or if you would like a hip opener, you can open your knees, bringing the soles of your feet together. So you've got another hip opener. For the upper body, you can have your arms down by your side. You can place your hands on your abdomen, chest, or hips if that feels good. You can have your arms out to the side in a big expansive gesture. You can also bend your elbows, cactusing them like goalposts. And this is kind of our crescendo of class, if you will. We're going to hold here for a full 10 minutes. Wild, I know. So make sure that you're feeling supported with the pillows. And again, I'm placing a blanket over myself, and you are welcome to as well. In the same way that we often store some tension in our hips, we'll also often hold some tension in our neck and shoulders, especially as we get into the colder months where we tend to hunch forward to stay warm. We are simultaneously getting some much needed
mobility to the spine through gentle compression. And we're also stretching out, again, the shoulders, the chest, the solar plex, the abdomen, the hips, right, where we store tension. There's many back bends in yoga, and some of them are standing, kneeling, seated. Some of them are like on your hands, right, or on your shoulders or on your head. And for anyone that's done a back bend, which is each of you, because I know all of you, right, there can be that moment where you get a little dizzy, or you're like, oh, I don't know if I can go any further to this, because it's a little discombobulating to look at the world from upside down. I love this supported back bend in restorative yoga, because it allows us all the benefits of a back bend without needing to like stay fully aware of where we are in time and space. If you've ever practiced like a standing or kneeling or inverted back bend, right, you're instructed to keep your eyes open so that you're still aware of where you are. But in this back bend, you can again close your eyes, do a soft fuzzy gaze beyond the tip of your nose. You can pick a spot on the ceiling if that helps you anchor. And then rather than needing to stay focused on what's going on around you, this is a really special opportunity to focus on what's going on inside you and go inward. This is one of the gifts of yoga that not everyone gets to experience in their day-to-day life, but you're here and you're just invited to observe what comes up for you without judgment, without expectation, just focusing on your breath. We will be here for another 6 minutes.
anyone that appreciates time checks, we have 2 more minutes. Go deeper, inward, softening and relaxing, relaxing and breathing. Take an inhale, feel your chest rise. Exhale, let your chest fall. This time, inhale a little bit deeper into the abdomen, feel your belly rise. Exhale, belly fall. This time, inhale, feel your whole torso lift up. Exhale, let it all go. There are many ways to come out of this posture. I will share with you my favorite. If your legs are straight, bend your legs so your feet are on the floor. If your knees are apart in a hip opener, with or without the use of your hands, bring your knees back together, feet on the floor. You're welcome to keep the blanket over you and the pillows underneath your head. Pressing your heels into the floor, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, and remove the pillow from underneath the lower back so that your spine comes down to the floor. For final Savasana, you're welcome to keep your knees bent and your feet together in collapsed bridge. You can also throw that pillow that was underneath your back under your legs, so there's a little support there. You are welcome to keep the pillow or pillows under your head or remove them so that your head comes down to the floor. You can close your eyes, open your arms and legs as much or as little as you'd like. We have 3 full minutes in this posture, Savasana, which is both a reset button from all that subtle movement that we did, and also a posture in and of itself. And especially after that back bend, come back down to the earth, right? You might observe a change in temperature, even a change in consciousness. Sometimes I feel like a little dizzy or lightheaded after a back bend. Again, you might feel a shift or release in your physical body. You might also feel a shift or release in your emotional, psychological, spiritual body. This is an invitation simply to observe without judgment, without expectation, or the need to explain. Just an opportunity to be truly present with yourself. The way that doesn't it feel so good when you're like truly present with a dear friend or a loved one? I think same thing here, right? Giving yourself that gift just to be still and breathe and go inward. Give us a few more minutes in final Savasana, and when our hour is officially over, I will let you know, don't worry, but you're also welcome to stay and sleep. But just know that this final Savasana time is built into our practice today. Relax the soles of your feet, the palms of your hands. Soften through your arms and legs. Let your belly button be heavy like lead. Relax your shoulders. soften your chest. Let your spine lengthen and realign to the floor. Let your head be heavy on the floor. Relax your jaw. Relax your forehead. Feel your heels on the floor. Hands on the floor. Shoulders and head on the floor. Let the floor hold you up. You are held. You are cared for. You are alive. If all you did today was show up and breathe, let that be enough. What a beautiful gift you've given to yourself. Stay in final Savasana for as long as you'd like. When you do choose to get up, I encourage you to sit up slowly and to sit up for a while before you stand up, especially if you have low blood pressure. So we've been lying on the floor for a while. Make sure that you are drinking water throughout the rest of your evening. And I hope to practice and connect with you sometime soon. Bye, friends.